Weston back here with another deck tech, and today we have another bracket 2, and this one is called the Gift of Death. And what we're going to be doing in this deck is gifting a lot of the worst creatures that you could possibly want on your battlefield to your opponent. So let's get straight into it. Our commander is John Irenicus, the Shattered One. He's from the Baldur's Gate set. And what he says is as follows. He's a 3/3 for 2 colorless and then Dimir. And at the beginning of your end step, target opponent gains control of up to 1 creature you control. You don't have to, it's up to 1. Put 2 1/1 counters on it and untap it. It gains Goaded for the rest of the game. And it gains this creature can't be sacrificed. So then he has whenever a creature you own but don't control attacks, you draw a card. So, like I said, we're going to be gifting a bunch of terrible creatures to our opponents. And I'll actually go over some creatures that didn't quite make the cut, or creature effects that didn't quite make the cut. This deck is kind of like a donate mean, in a way, group slug deck, while you sit there and you laugh at your opponents. For creatures, we're running 24. So, we're going to start off with Abyssal Persecutor. He has Flying, Trample, he's a 6/6, and you can't win the game, and your opponents can't lose the game. So, you gift him to your opponents, and then they can't win the game. And he will get his counter, so he'll still be able to be a giant beat stick, and he can't be sacrificed, and you just use him to smash your opponents. Archfiend of the Dross, he's a 6/6 for 2 colorless and 2 black. He is from Phyrexia, all will be 1. He enters the battlefield with 4 oil counters on him. At the beginning of your upkeep, you remove an oil counter from Archfiend of the Dross. Then if it has no oil counters on it, you lose the game. So this is one where you gift it to the opponent. They can't sacrifice it, so they're going to have to destroy it. Or the board's going to have to work together to get rid of it. Otherwise, this person will lose the game. Blighted Agent. He is an unblockable infect creature. I know that we have some trepidation about infect a lot of times. But in this deck, I did give us a proliferate and infect package just to see how it would work. Then we have Demonic Taskmaster. He is a 4/3 for 3. Flying at the beginning of your upkeep. Sacrifice a creature other than this creature. Ebonblade Reaper from Invasion. Or, sorry, not Invasion. I can't remember what the little morph set was with the little legs. But he's a 1/1 for 3. Whenever Ebonblade Reaper attacks, you lose half your life rounded up. And whenever Ebonblade Reaper deals combat damage to a player, that player loses half their life rounded up. Ebon Drake, whenever a player plays a spell, you lose 1 life. Evil Eye of Orms by Gore, which is an interesting name. It's a 3/6 for 5. Creatures you control can't attack. And Evil Eye of Orms Gaibor can't be blocked except by walls. Evil Eye of Urborg. Non-eye creatures you control can't attack, and whenever Evil Eye of Urborg becomes blocked by a creature, destroy that creature. Flesh Reaver, whenever it deals damage to a creature or an opponent, Flesh Reaver deals that much damage to you. Grid Monitor, you can't play creature spells. Lord of the Pit, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than Lord of the Pit. If you cannot, it deals 7 damage to you, and he's a 7/7 with Flying and Trample. Master of Feast, flying at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent draws a card. So it's like Reverse Howling Mine. Phyrexian Metamorph, so we can copy one of these. Phyrexian Negator, whenever he's dealt damage, sacrifice that many permanents. Rotting Regisar, at the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card. Rust Elemental, look at that handsome boy. He is flying, and at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice an artifact other than Rust Elemental. If you can't, tap Rust Elemental, and you lose 4 life. Sower of Discord, flying. As Sower of Discord enters the battlefield, choose 2 players. Whenever damage is dealt to one of the chosen players, the other chosen player also loses that much life. Steel Golem, you can't play creature spells. Sig, River Cutthroat, at the beginning of each end step, if an opponent lost 3 or more life this turn, you may draw a card. This is one of the few creatures that you're not going to be gifting to your opponents. We have Taniwa. Phasing and Trample, and at the beginning of your upkeep, all your lands phase out. Oh god, it's so mean. You're gonna get killed if you don't get things online in this deck. You're gonna die. They're gonna come for you as hard as they can. Thought Devourer. Flying and your maximum hand size is reduced by 4. And then Thought Eater. Flying and your maximum hand size is reduced by 3. Unstoppable Slasher, a very popular and very mean card. Death Touch, whenever he deals combat damage to a player, they lose half their life rounded up. And if he dies and had no counters on it, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with 2 stun counters on it. And then we have Wretched Anurid. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you lose 1 life. So the type of creature that I did not put a lot of in here, but you could absolutely do so, is there are a whole bunch of really bad creatures in Magic the Gathering that say, when this creature attacks, sacrifice a creature. Or at the beginning of your upkeep or end step, sacrifice a creature. Those would be absolutely great additions to this deck if you wanted to swap some out. Because with John Irenicus' ability, as you recall, the opponent can't sacrifice that creature. So, say for example, my friend Mitch. He plays Kresh. Kresh revolves around sacrificing a lot of things to put stuff on Kresh. Well, you gift him something that causes you to sacrifice something else, and it can't be sacrificed, so he can't easily get rid of it without destroying it. For sorceries, we have Toxic Deluge and Damnation for our removal. We have Infectious Inquiry, which draws us some cards and gives poison counters. We have Tezzeret's Gambit, which draws and proliferates. We have Donate, so we can gift this thing with the bubbling beebles on it away. We have Ledger Domain, which says permanently exchange control of target artifact or creature for control of another target permanent. We have Shifting Grift. It's a good Grift. Because this is a Grift deck, kind of, in a way. You're going to exchange control of different permanents. For instance, we have Deadly Rollick for removal. We have Pungify for removal. We have Vraska's Fall for removal and gives poison counters. We have Wrong Turn. Target opponent gains control of target creature. We have Runaway Together. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players. Return those creatures to their owner's hands. So if they do try to destroy some of your creatures that you're gifting to them, you can bounce. I've put some bounce effects in this hand, in your deck, so that way you can bounce them to your hand, replay them, and gift them again. Serum Snare proliferates and bounces. Unsummon. Prologue to Pharesis draws and gives a point encounter. And we have Get Out, which is counter creature or enchantment. Or you can return target creature or enchantment to the owner's hand. For artifacts... oh, gosh, sorry. The weather took a turn here in Iowa, and I might be getting sick. Who knows? We have Bloodthirsty Blade, which is a nice little equipment, which says equipped creature gets +2/+2 or +2/+0 and is goaded, and then you pay 1 to attach it to target creature and opponent controls. We have Despotic Scepter, so if at some point you become the last one with somebody and they have something big and scary, you can tap it to bury target permanent you own. This was one of my cards of the day, actually. A little bit ago from Ice Age. We have some Mana Rocks. We have Nurok Stealth Suit, which gives our boys protection. We have Lightning Greaves, Swiftfoot Boots, also for protection. Psionic Resonator, so we can copy John Irenicus' ability. The Darkness Crystal. You can put target creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield, tapped under your control, with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So if they lose something really big, it gets exiled, and then you put it onto the battlefield with Darkness Crystal, and you're like, hey, buddy, you can have your creature back, but it's goaded. And then the Soul Stone, which is going to be a really good card from the Spider-Man set. For enchantments, we are running Bitter Blossom, so we do have a cheap way of getting little dudes out that John Irenicus can donate and gift to people, just to poke them down. We have Curse of Verbosity, so... you enchant a player, it's a curse, and whenever enchanted player is attacked, you draw a card, and each opponent attacking that player does the same. Endless Whispers, so each creature has, when this creature is put into a graveyard from play, choose target opponent. That player puts this creature card from the graveyard, put this creature card from that graveyard into play under his or her control at end of turn. We have Ghoulish Impetus, which gives Goad. Heartless Summoning, which makes your creatures cost less, because some of these big, dumb creatures do cost a lot. But your creatures get -1/-1. We have Cuskin Falls. During your upkeep, tap target untapped creature you control or bury it. Just tap down your John. And no creature can attack you unless it pays an additional 2. So this is the Homeland's bad version of Propaganda. We have Parasitic Impetus, which gives Goad. We have Propaganda. And then we have Psychic Impetus. For lands, we are running... oh, my goodness. I put an extra command tower in there. My bad. We will add an extra swamp here. Silly me. We are running 38. We have Bajuka Bog in here to get rid of people's graveyards. Command Tower, Dimir Aqueduct, Drowned Catacomb, Maze of Ith, so if people try to attack you, you can stop them. Rogue's Passage, so if you gift them some giant creature and they come up with a strategy to block, if they work together, you can make it so it can't be blocked. We are running Susur, Secundi Void Altar. Temple of Deceit, Watery Grave. The most expensive card in this deck by far is probably Urborg here. But yeah, I think this is an interesting little deck. I kind of got the idea for it because like I play John Irenicus in my Saruman manipulation deck, and I've gifted a bunch of things and let people die to them. And I actually am probably going to be, when I have the money, building him in paper. Like this, probably this exact list, because it seems like a lot of fun. But anywho, let me know what you think. Have you ever played John Irenicus in Commander? Either in the 99 or as the Commander? If so, how did the deck go? What cards would you add or remove from the list that I made today? Of course, my stuff is always like a starting point for folks to have an idea. But as always, I am Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I will see you all in the next Deck Tech video.